it's Dr. Ubershadow MD, and we are back to the second arc. Well, we're going to the second arc of my D&D campaign of Nitooktook on the world of Ariandia. Ariandia. Yeah, well, I can't pronounce words I make up, so that's gonna be a common theme too. Hehehe. um. Anywho, I also realized that some of these videos might be longer, like long, so I'm gonna start splitting them up into 10 minutes, so they're not. I don't know. I know people want to hear me talk for more than 10 minutes, probably. So let's get into it. Second arc, I kind of named the babysitting arc, which now they have the unconscious princess with no soul. I literally have to manage her now. Like, they have to watch her, carry her around with them. So, um, after the whole meeting the master, they pick up the princess and go back to town. Back in town, they part ways with Ayla Burke and the monk, and they pick up their um, Milo the bard. Uh, and this is where an in-game meme started with Milo being a terrible bard. But every time I tried doing his performance checks, I would always roll low for him. So they found him covered in tomatoes. So they they go back to Daddy Yankees. He seems more calmed down and all around sadder, but he's not dead, so they they get Captain Leroy J to take him to the mainland of Nitooktook, his pirate ship. Halfway to the mainland, they get attacked by a black dragon, an adult black dragon, with a red crystal on its forehead. So they recognized it's from the main bad dude. And the dragon seemed like he was interested in finding the princess. So during the fight, it uses acid breath to melt Captain Leroy J. So he's out of the picture. His bird Petey flew off in the distance. The acid made a hole in the ship. It's sinking. They did enough damage to it for me to say it was running away. And this is where my friend decided he wants to play a different character. I don't know if it happens in that exact moment, but I still don't know what he was thinking. So he jumped. He made his it was Rogar, the dragon-born barbarian, jump onto the dragon as he was taking off. I had him do multiple checks to see if he stays on. He passed them, and he just starts flying away from the group. I'm like, okay, you're far away. You don't see the ship anymore. You could just jump in the water. He's like, nope, I'm running this. I'm like, oh, okay. You're over a town now. There's buildings are close. You could probably land on one without dying. Nah, I want to see where this leads to. Okay then. Well, you just disappear in the distance. What? Well, what do you want me to say? I gave you opportunity to get out. You are technically kidnapped by a dragon voluntarily. Voluntarily. God, words are hard. Voluntarily. So for the rest of the night, during that session, he took over the bard. So, like, we had an extra character that no one was playing with, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's gone. So that was hilarious. So, oh, back to the rest of the group with the sinking ship. Their druid, Lily, turned into a whale and got him the rest of the way to the port. Port Soren. This, I made this like kind of like a not like a. It was bigger than the port in the last area, but not too big. I had inns. Oh, the inn was doubled as the Wild Hunt's one operation. Wild Hunt being the group that Ayla Burke the monk was with. Um, so the first thing they do is actually I technically I can't remember that far back. I don't remember bits and pieces. I remember them going to the docks after arriving and perusing the stands, and they run into uh, a merchant named Scooter. Notes I wrote with him. He's between like his character, like his appearance and everything. His appearance is like I wouldn't say too distinguished, but he's I don't know crazy looking. I wrote down Fisher slash meth crazed. He sold like mostly potions, invisibility, healing. I wrote in there like give you higher perception, like by a couple points. Holy water, stuff like that. Then me and my one friend came up with a pretty cool idea. Was that you there? He made his own potion that, depending on what you rolled, gives you something different out of a d20. We tried doing like half good, half bad. Like one that you just take like you just get poisoned is take damage. Um, one is just a healing, invisibility, growth one. One is fire breath, which that's the first one they found out because I think uh, Lily took one first, but she got sleep. But since she was an elf, she doesn't get put to sleep, so nothing happens. But my friend who was playing as the bard took one and got fire breath, and I'm like, before I told him it was fire breath, I'm like, which direction are you like taking the potion in? He's like, I'm staring at the vendor. I'm like, oh, cool. You blow fire in his face. So, uh, the call was just randomly going to other places. Um, yeah, they go to the Wild Hunts thing and pick up like some contracts. They meet the one leader, Jack Wayfinder. Um, they find out there's another one on the other side of the island, ran by his twin sister, uh, Jill Wayfinder. Get it? Jack and Jill. So, uh, so when they're in the inn, Takal rolls like a perception, like who do I see at the bar? And he rolled, and I'm like, well, you see this like hooded figure, and like in the corner area. He's like, cool, I'm gonna go talk to him. It's like, and how he opened up his conversation was like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, we all just stared. I'm like, are you flirting with him? uh, that also brought upon the meme that the call was, I guess, bye. So he gets a quest from said stranger to go to a wizard tower, and the wizard tower to get a I think, yeah, I said wizard tower, and he needed to get this like crystal orb thing from the top of the tower and bring it to him. And that's where I'll leave off for this episode. Getting your first questy thing, and I'll be right back.